What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 3 NBA plays for today. Today is Sunday, February 25th, 2024. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you're going to tail any of these picks. Leave a comment down below and hit that subscribe button, guys. We're almost at 18,000. Let's keep on pushing forward for that 18,000 number. So I do appreciate all the support, and I'm feeling really good about today's board. There's so many games, so let's just get into the research, guys. I'm going to be using Outlier and DG Fantasy for my research. Really quick, if you haven't heard about DG Fantasy, it's a phenomenal tool. You can use this to find props for basically anything. Right now, they have Valorant, NHL, basketball, college basketball, NBA, League, Call of Duty, CS2. They have pretty much everything that's on the board. And they have every single prop app you can see right here. And it just compares the lines on each app to the lines on sports books. So you can find props that are super likely to hit based on what the sports books are giving them. And it lets you get those positive EV plays in. So definitely recommend this. Kind of like today, Miles Bridges under 8.5 rebounds. I guarantee you go check this later today, it's going to be at 8. It's already at 7.5 on FanDuel. Pinnacle has this at under 8.5 at minus 181. So we can also see Caesars minus 142 for under 8.5. So you get it for minus 119, minus 120 on Prizepicks and a 5 or 6 pick. Boom. Tons of positive EV right there. Highly recommend it. DG Fantasy, use code LIMIT for 25% off your first month. And then for Outlier, we can just see all the stats for every single player for every single game. And we can compare those. What I personally like doing is I use DG Fantasy to find a list of props that I like that are positive EV. And then I go to Outlier, I look at their stats in depth and decide which props I actually like and want to take that are also positive expected value. Definitely been a way to make sure you're profitable long term, and it just narrows down that list even more. So I'm loving it. You can use my Outlier link in the pinned comment for a free week as well. And let's get into the video, guys. We've been killing it in VIP. We've been killing it in free picks both. So definitely loving the way things have been looking lately. And let's just continue that on to today and go 3-0 today. If you guys are interested in that VIP, though, you can click the Patreon link in the pinned comment as well. And you can find the Patreon there. It's only $20 a month. But let's get into this. We're actually going to give out 2 first half plays today. These have been really hitting for us. So definitely going to run back some NBA first half plays. Starting off with one that we took the other day, 2 or 3 days ago. Paul George under 15.5 first half PRA. Bro has consistently stayed under this. We're going to search this up. Paul George on Outlier. We can see it right here. Under 15.5 first half points, rebounds, and assists. Over his last 5, he stayed under in all 5. Last 10, stayed under in all 10. Last 20, stayed under in 17 of his last 20. In 2023, he stayed under in 28 of 52. Now, obviously, this does he does have less usage if certain people are in. So the games that Leonard played in, there was 5 where he didn't. Harden, these are the 2 players mainly. Westbrook as well would take from Paul George's usage. But we can see with all these players in, he's cashed in 57% of games, 24-42, and at home, 10 of 19 games he stayed under this. So I'm definitely liking this. We can see he's playing on average 17 minutes per first half per game. He's failed to go over this in 14 straight games. He's averaging 10 to 11 first half PRA. And although the Kings do allow a ton of points, rebounds, and assists, rebounds kind of mid, but points and assists, they allow a ton of them. If we do go to his position, they are 7th in least amount of points, 7th in least amount of assists, and 6th in least amount of rebounds. So I'm really loving this. They're averaging 29 to 30 PRA full game that they allow to his position. His first half his first half PRA is 15.5. I don't see him going over this, especially with, again, how he's been performing lately. He's just not gonna get there, I don't believe. We can take a look at the head-to-head matchups. Not really that big of a deal. Most of these are from other seasons. These 2 games are from this season. One all the way back in November, one all the way in the start of December. And he only went over by 0.5 in that one. Personally, I'm looking at 2023. I'm looking at home. I'm looking at last 10, how he's been playing recently, how he's been performing. And I'm also looking at that position defense, which is just absolutely beautiful for this under on Paul George first half PRA. So after that, we're going to go ahead and get that one locked in. And then we're going to move on to Jaylen Green, more than 11.5 first half PRA. So let's take a look at this one as well. Type in Jaylen Green over here on Outlier. Right here we can see over 11.5 first half PRA. Over his last 5, he's cast this in 3 out of 5. One of them missed by 0.5. Last 10, 6 out of 10. In 2023, he has cashed this in 68% of games, 38 of 56 games. And at home, that goes up to 72%, 21 of 29. The Rockets are 6.5 point underdogs, so this should stay fairly close. He's cashed this in 7 straight games at home. Definitely loving this. He's averaging 19 PRA in the first half over his last 7 home games. Similar to Paul George, he's averaging 16, 17 minutes per first half. Sometimes getting 18 or 19, but typically 16 or 17. And we actually took this the other day in VIP, and he had 2 in the first quarter. Everybody started panicking. He had 2 3-pointers back to back in the second quarter, had some assists, had some rebounds in there, cashed for us. So this was actually this last game, I believe, 2 days ago. And he ended up with 17 first half PRA. So definitely loving this line for Jaylen Green at 11.5. We can take a look at OKC's PRA defense. 13th in the league for points, 25th in the league for rebounds, 18th for assists, and versus shooting guards, those all just go down. 29th in points, and that's where Jaylen Green shines. He shoots these 3-pointers constantly, so if he can get hot, make 2 or 3 3-pointers, this should cash with ease, but not even that. They're 23rd in assists allowed and 18th in rebounds, and we can take a look at his PRA that he's been getting. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He has plenty of potential for those as well, not just the points. So definitely loving this Jaylen Green over 11.5 first half PRA. And for our third and final play, we're going to take Keldon Johnson under 4.5 rebounds. And this is a play that I absolutely love today. So let's take a look at this one. This one I do think should hit with ease. This is already at a 1.64x. 1.64 on Sleeper. So I definitely think that this will get bumped down to 4. Get this in while you can. But let's take a look. Keldon Johnson. 4.5 rebounds, 130, minus 127, minus 135. And then obviously Prizepicks and UnderDog are minus 119 to minus 120. Over his last 10, he's cast this in 6 out of 10. 2023, he's cast this in 45% of games, 24 of 53. In away games, 15 of 30, 50% on the dot. He's also stayed under this in 6 straight games, away games. He's also cast this in 6 straight games overall. Without Charles Bassey and without Marcus Morris Sr., we can see 18 of 35 games he stayed under. In away games, 55%, and that's still 6 straight games in a row as well. Spurs are 6.5 point underdogs. He'll get the normal run he gets, which is around 28-29 minutes. He's failed to exceed this in 6 straight games on the road, averaging 3 rebounds per game over those 6. And the kicker is the Jazz are 5th in the league for least amount of rebounds allowed, to his position 6th. So I'm really liking this under today with Keldon Johnson. He has been performing really bad lately. And typically, I do not like, let me make this clear. Typically, it's not just look at the last 5 and, oh, it's all green. Let me take the under. It's all red. Let me take the under. It's all green. Let me take the over. There's a lot of people that just look at last 5. But this is a scenario. This is a case where I do like that last 5, man, especially versus this Jazz defense. That's something that really matters, and you want to make sure that your prop under or over matches that opposing defense. And I'm loving the way this one looks. I'm loving that it's an away game where he just does not perform as he typically would at home. So let's lock it in with confidence. Keldon Johnson under 4.5 rebounds. And those are my top 3 props of the day. Let's go 3-0, guys. Go join the free Discord. Go join the VIP. And I will see you guys in the Discord.